What's up, guys? Tifaco VIVE. I want to quickly do a console and PC gaming room tour. Now, I've seen a lot of videos of like so-called ultimate setups, and a lot of them are pretty good, pretty clean, a lot of cool stuff. But this one's my personal one, and let me know what you guys think. I kind of think it's pretty good. Maybe you will too. As you can see behind me, Assassin's Creed 2 poster. This door here is the entrance to the games room. Now, it's not quite finished. There's some things to do. I'll give you a little example of why it's not quite finished. Right here, I have so many more collectibles to be set up. These are all my model cars. I got about 130 here. So, I still got to build the shelf to set those up. But I will show you what we got so far in the games room. So, right through this door, we'll take a look. Alright, let's get on with the tour. Obviously, Assassin's Creed 2 poster right at the entrance. Open up the door, and here we are. So this is our collectibles / PC room. Alright, so I'll start from the left, work my way around. We got Bumblebee up top. We got original Tomb Raider, Lara Croft. Seems that one of her guns has fallen out of her hand. Going down the shelf, we have Riddick's blades. These are Wolverine's claws. Down here, I have my 1911s. This is a 3.8-inch barrel, full slide. Right here, we have a 5.5-inch barrel, half slide. No magazines, obviously. And then suppressors, mags. Down here we got some more collector's editions. We have both collector's editions of Grand Theft Auto 4 for Xbox 360 and PS3. We got some Japanese game collector's edition. Most of the shit in here is my fiance's. Coming up over here from the top, we got an original Pikachu. This is like when Pokemon came out. Over here we have Cloud Sword. My 7.1 surround sound headphones. We have the Street Fighter arcade stick unopened. Over here, from the left to the right, we got an original PS2, still works. A new 360 Slim. An old 360 Elite. We have both Nintendo Wii's. This one is backwards compatible for GameCube games. This one is not. We have a Nintendo GameCube itself. We got a Dreamcast. We got two PSP 2000s. Or 2002s. We have two Game Boy Colors, Game Boy Advance, Game Boy DS, original Game Boy, and a Sega Game Gear. Surprise, surprise, still works. Look at that. Next shelf, we got PS3 games. Going here and behind there, row here. Got a few more in the other room. Right here, 360 games. Collector's edition of Oblivion. Back there. Collector's edition Forza, all the Mass Effects, Gears of War. Some controllers. Down next level, we got a companion cube. Some PC games, Collector's edition, Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker. We got all the PS1 games. Even have an original Metal Gear Solid. Look at how much that was pre-owned. $62.99. GameCube games, Demon's Souls unopened. That's about $800 on eBay. Demon's Souls Deluxe Edition. Look it up. Super Mario All-Stars Limited Edition, also unopened. This is another one that I consider kind of a big deal. If you can find one of these. The Twin Snakes for GameCube. That I'm particularly proud of. We got some Wii games, some Nintendo 3DS games, PS Vita games, PSP games, DS games, most of the Pokemon from, there's some more for Game Boy Advanced and Game Boy Color, original Game Boy. More 3DS games, Nintendo DS, 3DS. Down here, PC games. We got Xbox original games, PS2 original games, lots of them. In both cases. Over here is more PC games. Titanfall Collector's Edition book. That's got to go with the rest of the art books that we have. Over here, Collector's Edition Titanfall statue. We got the Elder Scrolls Online Collector's Edition. We got a 27-inch 2560 by 1440 QHD LED monitor. It's a Samsung panel. Over here I have my Corsair Air 540 chassis on a Asus Formula Z board with a Corsair H100i up top. We got dual 140mm fans exhausting through a 240mm rad, two 140mm fans intake, 140mm fan exhaust. We have two AMD Gigabyte R9 290s, WindForce edition. We have two Western Digital 1TB Black Series drives, 12 gigs of Corsair, or sorry, not Corsair, Kingston HyperX RAMs, 1860 I have it overclocked to, stock 1600 megahertz. Opposite side we have optical drive, 1250 watt OCC power supply, and a 120 gig solid state from Kingston. This is also divided. Everything that requires cooling is on one side of the chassis. Everything that does not require active cooling is on the opposite side. So heat is very well managed with this particular case. You got intake here, exhaust here, and exhaust here. Alright, that's that. Down here we got a 6990 inside the box still. We got the collector's edition of Elder Scrolls Online. We got a 5870 sitting here. Here's the box for the R9s. Recently did that build, so it's still sitting here. Over here we have Jon Snow's sword. Here's a statue of Jon Snow holding that sword. We have Sting from Lord of the Rings. Boromir from Lord of the Rings. This is, like I said, this is Game of Thrones, by the way. Up here is Hatafang from Lord of the Rings. These are swords from the Kevin Costner version of Robin Hood, Robin of Locksley. We have the King's Sword from Lord of the Rings, and the Strider Sword from Lord of the Rings. Over here we have every single Assassin's Creed Collector's Edition. All of the action figures, the flask, the pre-order stuff, you know, Black Flag, Assassin's Creed 3, Brotherhood. I think there's another one in the box. Also we have Altair, Ezio, and then old Ezio. We got a bunch of Halo action figures, most of the second series, I think. We got some more over there. Down here is every World of Warcraft Collector's Edition, every StarCraft Collector's Edition. We got Diablo Collector's Editions, Warcraft plushies. What else? All the battle chests. World of Warcraft board game. More action figures, WoW action figures, Super Mario action figures, Invader Zim. What else? You know, The Walking Dead. More WoW stuff. Down here is your fiance's computer. It's an Alienware Aurora R4 ALX. It's got my other 6990 in it. Intel i7-930 of 3.6. It's got 12 gigs of RAM. It's got a 2TB storage drive, 120 gig solid state drive, and a 780 watt power supply. She likes Alienware, so we got her an Alienware. Simple monitor, 22-inch Samsung. We got some Razer Lacosia, I believe that's called, or Lacosa. Got SteelSeries WoW mouse. Over here is the Lacosis, or something. I forget. I don't know. And a Death Adder. What else? What else? What else? I believe that is it. Oh, yeah, and down here, you know, we got a Samsung fucking something. I think I've used that twice. Alright. So that is the games room and PC room tour. So now we'll head downstairs and show you how I console game. Okay, so you've seen how I game when it comes to PCs. Now, let's say I want to do some console gaming. Well, how do I do it? This is my console gaming setup. And what we got here is my console setup. We have a 60-inch 120Hz LED Sharp Aquos. Got the Xbox One, PS4, 360. The PS3 is upstairs. It's now a Netflix machine. Here is my media center. Here is the wireless keyboard and mouse combo so that I can use my internet on TV. You know, got all my games, all my box sets. Pioneer 7.2 surround sound. So that's basically the setup right here. If you're playing on PS3 or PS4, you have the remote play. So this is accessing the PS4. Use that as a second screen, or you can remote play the entire game. Where's the controller? Up here, got my controllers. Grab a PS4. Options button to begin. Now, I mean, this is all fine and dandy. You know, I'll sit back here on my couch, show you that. Right? Sit there, do a little bit of console gaming, whatever I want. You know, the screen's okay. It's not great. It's not huge. Let's say you want something a little bit bigger. Well, this is how you do that. You do it like this. What we have here is full HD DLP projector. This is an 8-foot wide by 12 foot in diagonal projection. And I just sit here, I go into the menu, and this is how I console game. Now you can see all these little different colors there. That's just the screen recording it, or the camera recording the screen. That's what happens with DLP. It's about 2 or 3 million little tiny mirrors reflecting red, green, and blue. This way you get full 10,000:1 contrast ratio. They have LED projection and LCD projection, but what you want is DLP. So I can just resume a mission. Grab my Vita here so I can have secondary application going, second screen.
Systems check. Alright, short leg is up.
There you go.
And some basic receivers.
That is how I console game.
Try to reach a smiley with directed antennas. Until then, stay dark. Hi, Captain. Any blip from Tombstone? Nothing. Not even the faintest trace of their beacons, sir.
Let me give you an idea of how big this is. Set the camera right here.
Fucking die out here.
We stick together, we won't die.
And this is what I consider the ultimate console gaming setup. It's everything you want. You want to do it on TV? Go ahead. You want to do a full HD projection? There you go.
Fucking piece of shit.
Do you need me to drive, Irish?
I'm good, man. I got it.
I'll come up and join you. I'm not gonna last much longer without food or water. Watch your box, Roger.
I'll talk to the goddamn ambulance.
Sure you're okay? Let me take the wheel.
That's the last thing I would do, man.
Why can't you trust me, Irish?
Man, give me a break.